Before the Civil War, Atlanta had no libraries. Any existing books in the city were in private collections. As William Sherman ended his occupation, Union troops took anything that had not already been taken by retreating Confederate troops, including books. 5 days after Sherman's departure, the remarkable rise of the phoenix from the ashes had begun, and in just 3 years, a devastated Atlanta had recovered enough that some citizens could turn their attention to the subject of books. In the summer of 1867, Darwin Jones, a teller at the Georgia National Bank and recently arrived in Atlanta from Wisconsin, convened a group of 12 young men to establish the Young Men's Library Association, or the YMLA. The library was based on one Jones had known in Milwaukee and operated as a subscription library. Members paid a semi-annual fee of $2, contributing to the purchase of books, bookshelves, and a rented reading room. The YMLA's collection grew not only through membership dues, but also with book donations from members and notable community figures, such as L.P. Grant, the future namesake of Grant Park, who donated a 16-volume set of the New American Cyclopedia. To further sustain the organization, the YMLA organized social events, fairs, lectures, concerts, and spelling competitions. In just 2 years, membership swelled from 12 to 250, with an inventory of over 1,100 books. In 1873, the YMLA opened its membership to women, and by the middle of the decade, the organization had established itself as an integral part of Atlanta's social and cultural fabric. As the YMLA grew, so did their need for larger accommodations. Over the years, they would relocate from one room to one floor to owning their own buildings. But as the 1890s drew to a close, it was becoming evident that the era of the subscription library was waning. For the greater good of its citizens, a city the size of Atlanta needed a public library. No one recognized this more than the YMLA's current president, Eugene Mitchell. And as we shall see in next week's Stories of Atlanta, thanks to Mitchell, the YMLA, and one very persuasive librarian in a pink blouse named Anne, Atlanta would soon join the ranks of American cities offering free access to a world-class public library. This is Lance Russell, and that is one of the Stories of Atlanta.